come clean. Hey, yeah, woke up to the same old shit. Same old rabbits playing same old tricks. Same old habits with the same old stench in the air. Roast splits big as egg rolls, bitch, I don't care. I've been keeping overstimulated just to compensate for all the problems I've accumulated. Got a brain full of chemicals for the pain. Just a victim of the pharmaceutical drug game. Check it out, I got a couple dings on my chest now.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Adventure Zach. This is a video I've been long awaiting to do for you guys. Maybe you guys have been long awaiting this video as well. I did my initial review of the bike the first month that I had it. I wanted to do a long-term review for you guys. And I figured in order to do that, we'll just hit a little bit of road. It'd be cool to be down in there, but I don't know if you can find a way in there. The Bow Wow. So yeah, I wanted to do a quick, semi-quick, nothing too long, nothing too crazy review of the bike for you guys after I've had it for a little while. It's actually a little chilly out right now because the sun's not shining. It's just under 60 degrees, but it's a little chilly. I mean, I put over 3,000 miles off-road alone on this bike. Well over 3,000, probably more, almost 4,000 miles on this bike off-road only. And I've done a lot of street riding with it as well. So I got a good idea of how this bike is on and off-road. So I don't, you know, I'm not just stuck in one criteria. I know on-road, off-road with the CRF250l. This is a 2017, as you guys may know already. And I love it, man. I love this thing. It's awesome. What the fuck are you doing? The best thing about this bike, apart from every other bike that I've had, minus sport bikes and sport touring bikes, that is, because they're street ready bikes. They're designed to be on the street. They're designed to be driven a lot of mileage and all that good stuff. But with that said, I'm only comparing the reliability portion of it. The reliability of this thing is utterly amazing when you put it in the terms of a dual sport. Something you can ride off-road, something you can ride on-road. This thing is utterly amazing when it comes to reliability. I mean, as you guys have seen in some of my videos that I've done, I mean, I kind of beat the piss out of this thing. I don't ride it like I'm afraid to ride it. You know what I mean? I don't ride this thing like, oh, I don't want to get it dirty. You know, even though it is a 2017, it's not brand new, but it's new. You know, I beat the piss out of it. And it's, oh, they put a four-way stop sign section here. Super nice. Road closed 2 miles ahead. I ride my mountain bike up here a lot. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, so, you know, I beat the shit out of this thing. But I take care of it, though. So with saying that I beat the shit out of it, I do take care of my bike. I don't just beat the hell out of it, neglect it, you know, intentionally throw it down cliffs and things of that nature. I wrecked quite a lot on this thing off-road, and it's going to happen when you're riding off-road. You're going to drop your bike. Sometimes you may go without dropping your bike for, you know, weeks on end of riding, and then other days you go out there and you'll drop your bike 50 times on one ride. It's going to happen when you're riding off-road. That's to be expected. But when it comes down to the fact of just the sheer reliability of the CRF250l, it's just, you cannot beat it. I mean, I'm going to check my valves and everything on it, and just, since I've been doing a lot of off-road riding, and just make sure that my valves are in spec before I go to Hatfield McCoy, because I know that my off-road riding, I'm at a much higher RPM consistently, lower gear, I'm not cruising up the highway, things of that nature. So I take that as a little bit more of an extreme scenario, but I bet you when I check them, I bet you they're in spec. I bet you there's nothing wrong with them. And just the sheer intervals of everything is just crazy. Like, I don't remember exactly what the oil change interval is. You can find it by easily Googling it. I do my oil every like 3,000 miles. That's what I've been doing. But I think that they don't tell you, they don't require you to change the oil but I think every 5,000 miles. I think it's 5,000 miles. It might even be a little bit more than that. I only obviously use the best of the best oil. We're not going to get into an oil debate, so I'm not even going to say what I use, but you use good oil. Change your oil consistently. Don't overdo it. You won't have any problems. If you want a bike that's reliable, and forget about all the power complaints or whatever, don't take that all with a grain of salt, because I'm the type of guy, you know, I grew up on two-strokes. I know what a powerful bike is. It's not like this was my first bike I ever owned. I've owned sport bikes. I've ridden some really, really fast super sport bikes. So I know what a powerful bike is. And you can't compare those bikes to this. You can't compare those bikes to any dual sport, for the matter of that. You can't. You cannot compare a 250 dual sport, I don't care what bike it is, to a 250 two-stroke, or any two-stroke for that matter. You can't even compare a 250 dual sport to a 125 two-stroke, like a RM 125, a YZ 125, CR 125. You can't compare them. Knock that out of your head so you don't have that sticking in your brain and thinking, oh, you know, I don't want this bike because of this, I don't want this bike because of that. Don't look at it that way. You know, you're getting the bike to have fun. I mean, hell, you can go out on a little CR80 and you would have a blast riding a CR80. I guarantee it. You know, I would go out, grown-ass man, on a CR80, and I would shred the shit out of everything with it, and I would have a blast doing it. You know, and it's not a powerful bike. I mean, it's a quick little small bike, but by no means comparably fast to bigger bikes of its category. But you know, it's all about having fun, man. You know, you want to get a bike to get out there to have fun. You know, I got rid of all my street bikes because I wanted to get a dual sport, and I had a couple of dirt bikes and I sold them as well because I wanted to get a dual sport, because I love the fact that if I could take this thing, I can hop on this bike, leave my home, ride it to wherever I want, ride the damn thing across country if I wanted to, and ride trails, do whatever I want with it in the part-time of riding wherever I'm riding to, and have a blast doing it. And if you want a bike that you want to be able to just ride on the street, have fun, ride on the dirt, have fun, and I don't mean just fire trails or gravel roads or anything like that. If you see some of my other videos, I ride this thing, I mean, I ride the hell out of this thing. I ride it through anything and everything that I can find. I don't ever have any problems with it. The only really thing that holds me back on some of the things that we hit off-road is, one, rider error, me making a mistake, or not doing it, you know, again, making a mistake, doing something that I shouldn't have did while trying to attempt something, and it causes me to not be successful in that trial that I'm doing. Or, you know, as an example, you know, I know I talked a lot of good things about the K270 tire. I've got a D606 in the front. Absolutely love it on this bike. I don't know where the negativity comes from on this bike. I found on forums that guys were saying the people that complain about the D606 on their bikes is not these CC bikes. It's the bigger bikes. It's the, not even the DRZ 400. It's the DR650. It's the bigger bikes is what guys are complaining about the D606 washing out on. If you search forums, you'll find that the D606 is not a problem on these smaller bikes. I haven't had any problems. I mean, we hit some serious mud, and I have no problems with this front tire that's the D606 on the 250L. So another thing, you know, I don't know where guys get their stuff from, but you know, I said hell with it, I'm gonna try it out. I tried it out. That front tire is amazing. I'm gonna do the D606 in the rear now. So the K270 is an awesome tire. It's great. It's a 50-50 tire is what they rate it as. The D606 is a 90-10 is what they rate it as. The problem with the K270 that I have, and you'll see it if you look it up, it does not do well in severe mud, like serious muddy conditions. It does not do well in. Most of the riding that we do, unfortunately, happens to be a lot of mud. It has yet to dry out here this entire year. Ever since the end of summer, it was still soggy everywhere we went, and it still has yet to dry out. So this tire, I'm gonna honestly say, is utter garbage in mud. You can make it work, but you're gonna be fishtailing the entire time. Other than that, the K270 is freaking amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I could have this tire have a little bit wider grooves and maybe a little bit harder knobs, because it is a really soft tire, soft compound, it would be the best rear tire you could put on this thing to ride on and off street. This bike is awesome. If you're really contemplating getting a CRF250l or a dual sport, and you know, depending on your price range and all that stuff, that's what plays the biggest factor in it. But we're not going to get into all that. We're just going to get into the fact of, as if you're interested in looking at CRF250Ls, if that's what you're looking at, you want the reliability, you want the bike, you're a Honda fan or something. I'm not saying I'm a Honda fan. I like all bikes. I'm not a fanboy of any bike. But if you are a Honda fanboy or something, and you're somebody who says, you know, I gotta have a Honda, or you just like the color red, whatever your reasoning may be, don't hesitate on it. It's an awesome bike. I do have an aftermarket rear shock, so I'm not running the factory stock spring in the rear, or shock in general. The entire unit's been changed with the Wilburs. It's absolutely amazing. I know doing that can be kind of expensive, but it's well worth it. And for the price that you can find these bikes for nowadays, if you get one that's a few years old, you can't beat it. You could put another 15, let's just say you put another 1,800 bucks into the bike, you know, after buying it, and you'll have an awesome, amazing on-off-road capable bike with good power, things of that nature. So just don't hesitate on it. It's an awesome bike. It really truly is. I did the 13-tooth front sprocket, and boy did that make a difference. That made a huge difference off-road. A huge difference off-road. I just love that when people wave at you like that when they see you riding. I love it. What is straight ahead? Is that a road? This is somebody's private road, so I need to turn the fuck around. Somebody's private road. She'll get it. It's not bad. Not for a 250. Real man's yard sale. Did you see that? You guys didn't see that. It was called the Real Man's Yard Sale. That was freaking hilarious. Real Man's Yard Sale. Come get yours today. That's freaking awesome. Hey! What? It's all in the family.
Well, you know me, got me feeling stressed out. Drugs aren't helping, all I do is feel suppressed now. Fuck it, I'ma have to come clean. Fuck it, I'ma have to come clean now. Better tell my team that I'm ducking off the scene now. That don't mean I'm leaving here forever, but I'm leaving for the better. I'm moving on to better things. I'm moving on to better things now. Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? What was that? What was that? 'Cause I just wanna say one thing. One thing. Right now my hands and my soul have gotten filthy.
So yeah. There she is there, guys. Cyclops headlight. Stupid bright. You can't really tell right now. But this is the 250L, man, all in her glory. The bike is amazing. It truly, really is. D606 front tire. Amazing front tire. I love it. And it's got quite a bit of street riding on it as well. Because I've ran over 3,000 miles on the dirt alone. I've probably got closer to about, yeah, I've probably got the 3,000 miles on that tire. Because the tire that I had before that was a Pirelli Scorpion MT19. But yeah. The gold chain.
And it's taking everything for me to come clean. Hey, yeah, we all got problems every day. Bloodstream full of things I can never say. What's the big deal anyways? How I celebrate. One love, one light. Every day I demonstrate. Hey, I ain't trying to tell you about my complications, cause it's obvious my head is occupying constellations. My relation with that.
I'm starting to get a little chilly. If you guys like, when the weather warms up, I'll go over the bike for you, you know, in depth, and show you exactly what I have and what I've gotten done and what I've done to the bike, things like that. But I haven't done any performance mods. Everything's been strictly comfort and for, you know, riding. But I mean, if you guys are really wanting to get a 250L and you're really looking into the 250L, like I said before, don't hesitate, man. Go ahead and pick one up. I recommend you getting one, and not, you know, nothing bad with the older ones, but I do recommend you getting something a 2017 and up if you can. The reason being is because the 2017 and up, they slightly redesigned the bike. Okay, the plastics are not only the only thing that's different, has more power, has more torque, it's a little bit lighter, things like that. So if you can pick up a 2017 or up 250L, definitely get one. With that said, all the 250Ls are great. They're all fantastic. They're all awesome bikes. That's just my, you know, recommendation if you can indeed do that. But that's going to be it for today's video, though. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want more content. If you don't like the video, give me a comment and tell me why. That's going to be it, though, guys. Peace.
A full-time basis, I'm too far, chasing a shooting star, baby. And I don't think that I can make it back now. It's hard for us to change the way we act now. Some people never dig the way you're proud now. Looks like we stuck up in our ways.